We're having a cookout. We're having a cookout. But who's invited to the cookout? I see a lot of things on Facebook and Instagram and everything. And I want to say it this way. My people, I love y'all. I love my people. You know, I'm pro-black to heart. But y'all a little bit too inviting a lot of times. Y'all find little ways to just invite people out the blue, you know, because they can do the line dance or boots on the ground, or you see them dancing to Frankie Beverly and know all the words, and you know, they want our rhythm but don't want our blues. But we say, come on to the barbecue, you're invited. Why are we so inviting for someone who may act or persuade you that they're part of the struggle with us, but you don't have that deep conversation about where they stand? See, I think we're inviting people to the cookout that are wolves in sheep clothing. Now, let's just call it what it is, wolves in sheep clothing, because see, they want our rhythm, but they don't want our blues. We're inviting people because they can do a line dance without knowing where they stand and what their stance is on what's going on in this country with people that look like you. See, we think about it this way, and I'm going to give you a little story. As a young kid, I had a lot of friends that were white as well as black. But there's one white kid I used to hang with, play sports with and everything. Lived across the street from. I'm not going to use names. Just if you know, you know. Just go to the house, play sports, do everything. All kinds of stuff. But then one day, they were going swimming. And he asked, can Rodney come? No, he can't come. What do you mean he can't come? No, he can't come. He's not allowed. Now me, as a kid, I'm like, all right, you know, I can't go or whatever. But as years went by, I realized why I couldn't go. The VFW that they were going to swim at, was at a golf course where we weren't allowed. Now, mind you, I'm 59 years old. This happened when I was about 12, 13 years old. But I can't go to the swimming pool. I come to your house, but I can't go to the swimming pool because the people at the swimming pool may not be as accepting as your parents. I say that because we are so accepting to invite anybody and everybody. When and sometimes we forget the history of where we could go and couldn't go. Hell, there's places we can't even go sit at the table right now. Not because of what we don't know, but because of what we do know. And there's a lot of times where I see these things and I cringe because we're inviting these people into our spaces that won't even invite you in theirs. We're inviting people in our spaces that don't like us on a full scale, but like you as an individual. See, they don't view you as a black man or a black woman because you're different. See, let me go here. Me and my wife had this conversation one day. And it's funny how we've had the same experiences as being black in the conversations of, you know, you're not like other black people. What? You're not like other black people. The way you speak, the way you carry yourself, wait a minute. Are all white people the same? I just have to ask this question. Are all white people the same? Because when you say that to me, it's like, wait a minute. What are you judging us on? What you've seen on TV as an actor portraying a role? Who are these other black people that I'm not like? 9 times out of 10, black people you have never met and don't know anything about. However, Trent Branch, I can relate. There was a white-only pool in my neighborhood. Oh, we all had them. Thanks for the comment. You see, as I mentioned, I don't want to go too far down this rabbit hole, but we already in here now. Let's just go here. We have this mentality. That we have to invite and be inviting in order for us to be included. Let me say it again. We have to be open and inviting to everyone else for us to feel included or to be included in what they got going on. Now, this ain't knocking nobody. This ain't bashing nobody. But sometimes we have to step back and ask ourselves, why are we so inviting to everyone else when everyone else chooses to spit on us? I'm not going to say. I'm just going to say to shit on us in any way they can. And we're supposed to just accept it and move on. And as I say, and I'm going to say it again, and I'll continue to say it because I want people to understand something. Just because I'm pro-black don't make me anti-white. But damn it, we got to call it what it is. Call it what it is. I can come to your house, but I can't come to an establishment where a bunch of y'all are at because I'm not invited because of how I look. I ain't did nothing to nobody. I haven't done anything to anybody. I ain't committed no crimes. But I can't walk through that same door that you walk through, which is a public arena. I would think most people would be more hesitant to invite me into their house than they would a public space where most of them are. But that's just me. So I say this, because we still in the throes of summer. The next time you decide you want to have you a little cookout or a little get together, be very, very aware of the people that you invite to the cookout. Because the people that we're inviting at this time don't have our best interest at hand. Call it what it is. Now, people would say, well, I got some, somebody would say, I got some good friends that are white now. Hold on, Colin, hold on. I get it. But let me ask you this question about your white friends. Just a question. Have you ever sat down and had an in-depth conversation with them about race relations? Have you ever sat down and had an in-depth conversation of where they stand on everything that's going on? Any of the things that have happened in this country, have you had an in-depth conversation about you as an African-American black person in this country and the struggles you've gone through? And with that person not being of color and knowing the things that have happened, have y'all had that conversation? Because if you haven't had that conversation, maybe it's time. Maybe it's time. Because sometimes what we do, we're so accepting that we overlook the reality of what it's all about. Let's just be real. Because I guarantee, they know everything about you, which is why they accepted you. Because why? You're not like the other black people. Let that marinate. Yeah, let that marinate. Because you're not like the other black people.